sports. It's in the game.
Test, test, test. Testes, testes, testes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Romo's Cowboys
Stop eating up my
going up
minutes.
against
Let me get
Smith's
to the
Chiefs.
game.
So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs.
The hell, did it lock up?
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
What's that coach suggest? What's that motherfucker say?
Romo here on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now
That was
Romo.
bad read and throw and everything else.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Here's Thomas. Officially
That's
just
crazy.
27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They run. Charles. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson.
What the hell?
And he's got the first before
Play
he's
your
brought
zone.
down at the 39-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's got the hook up for the first time
Sounds
with a
like
veteran,
Cloud
Jeremy
Flat.
Maclin.
Where are the
15 yards there on the
fucking
catch
flats?
and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have
That
a guy
play
who
the
can throw
fucking
ball
flat.
and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to
Hard
lollipop
flat?
it in the middle of the field,
guess.
bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
What the fuck?
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys
Trolls?
defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down throw.
Oh,
It's
that should have
Smith.
been picked.
Looking left side. That's
Look at that.
by Maclin. And down inside the 15.
Look at
shy
that.
of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style. They actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go to Elliott again. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
I have no idea what I'm looking at. Let's go with this play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Let's go.
Just beating the play clock. Romo. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another reception by Jason Witten. All reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner. Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of two tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. And now a first down following that long gain. Romo hands to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Elliott.
Come on.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Romo on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And for Dez Bryant, Charles, they're going to continue to track that foot, of course. It gave him trouble last year.
They wanted to hold him out of the first week of preseason, but he talked them into getting some snaps and actually made a catch during the game.
Yeah, he played 10 snaps to be precise. Also caught a 10-yard touchdown pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's
On blocking motherfuckers, dude.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. 180.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. Deep drop. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can
7
throw
rushes
for
for 7 yards.
Call it a gain of 4 on
Most
first, and that'll
impressive.
make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Another pistol look here. On second down, Elliott looking for the seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Throwing on third down, Romo finding time, escaping the pressure right, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the right hash, this
God, I missed it.
33.
I don't understand this fucking field goal shit. It's so fucking retarded.
Goodness. It's no
Oh,
good he missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
So dumb.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. A very solid gain of 27.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
That
with some
shouldn't have
things
been
they
open,
didn't see
but
in the
okay.
first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Boy, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over
the Cowgirls.
And 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean their magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
All right, partner, while we have a second, a lot of people want to talk rookie quarterbacks early on. What have you seen?
The usual. They're going to be ups and downs. Jared Goff with the Rams, Carson Wentz with the Eagles. Both of them a little bit shaky, and both sustained injuries. Connor Cook surprised people and played well in Oakland. But how about Trevon Boykin in Seattle?
Great.
He was phenomenal coming back in and leading them to a victory.
On 2nd and 10, Romo out left side here.
I don't know what that blitz was,
bring
but
it up here
came in
right
quick.
at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target.
I knew that was not going to fucking work.
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
Getting audible out of shit.
That as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Fucking, I can't kick.
Returnable for Thomas.
Well, there he goes. All right, okay, let's get it.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's
The fumble.
incomplete. And Charles driving over to this one. Some intrigue around a few quarterback battles going on right now in the league, isn't there?
Cleveland, they settled in early August. San Francisco, Denver, those continue to rage. But how about the Rams returning to L.A. and bringing a quarterback battle with them?
And the wideout in motion. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Charles, a little random sidebar, but it ties in with the NFL. One of the coolest things the first weekend of exhibition games
what do you got for
was
me,
when the
Coach?
Ravens tuned into the Olympics.
Certainly did. They stopped the game. Everyone watched the big screen to see Michael Phelps go for the gold in the 200-meter swim.
Shit out of
Baltimore-born man, and he got it
Probably.
done.
That was a special, very cool moment. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Nope.
Here's Romo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
A 50-50 ball.
Free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield.
Amazing how he got back like that.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
I need to invest in a kicker.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. Muscles him off. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Three yards left to grab here on third down. They come out here in the eye. Smith on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone
The
when you decide to blitz him,
danger
because
zone.
if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary
what
target.
the fuck was that?
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll be 2nd and 10. pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air they go. Romo on second down. Going right side, he has Winton. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They come up in an offset eye. Romo gives to Elliott.
Running is impossible.
We're back now in KC.
Kansas City. Currently,
7-7
cannot run the ball.
Score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Romo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Fucking stupid.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room,
He's
too,
dumb.
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And out come the Chiefs now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Fuck, man.
Got hit.
Fuck.
Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Incomplete? Oh.
Probably
caught it.
People
Oh,
trying to
what the
tackle
fuck?
you and
Bullshit.
knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Smith looking again for Thomas. This time complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
What?
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Kelsey out in the slot right. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Try this fire zone bluff. Looks interesting.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And no escape.
Damn, Crawford.
He'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Tyrone Crawford. I'm gonna have to put him on my watch list.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Ooh, with a juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
We'll call it 13 yards.
Switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense.
Look at this,
Obviously,
man.
looking to stop them.
I don't know what that red means, but I assume it means don't fucking pass. Or don't run.
The advantage. Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
52.
Here's Romo now on second down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run with Elliott.
Go, 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 go!
Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The sky kick. We'll try that.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Make sure
And
Crawford's
the
in there.
last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Why is man defense such shit in every Madden football game?
Inbounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Tell me.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Every one of those. No, whatever. Well, I ain't.
Offense comes to the line.
I'm used to the
on
bullshit.
1st and 10.
This game is such whack shit. Look at them. They can't line up properly. So I have to press.
On 1st and 10, Smith over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. A dump off for Charles. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Smith on 1st down. Going underneath for Charles. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Smith throwing again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Clock.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Elliott. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down.
What?
Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had a yard out.
That gave him joke.
Here, this one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
Continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now
You're eating my minutes up, Sean.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
I don't got them unlimited minutes.
Victory very much.
I mean, yeah, it's possible Tony Romo would probably fumble the fucking kneel down. I understand, but
that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Down to a knee is Romo, and that should be all she wrote. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
that's all she wrote. Good game.
And Charles, when you pull out a close...
Yes, the quality was beautiful. Let me exit out of here.